Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel once again, and in today's video I'm going to share one more team in the Fossil Cup which is going to leave, or the rotation of Retro Cup along with the Open Great League is going to return very soon. That is, I believe, tomorrow uh, on like in my time zone. So but it might be different for some of you guys. So this team, I basically ran this team on the Go Battle Day, and I want to feature or showcase this team because I I want to share this matchups because I want you guys to know how Niantic or how GBL wants me to lose very frequently in this matchups, but I am stubborn enough to hold my back with this team over here. So this team is kind of a similar team that I have shared in my first video for Fossil Cup, which is going to be ABB water type style. So this team is consisting of a lead of Melmetal along with a safe swap of Jellicent and the closure of Shadow Swampert. So on the rating part, it is not very great because the coverage and consistency here is good, but bulk and safety is not that great. But since it's a unbalanced lineup rather, so I am fine with it because Jellicent, though it is ranked a bit low, but I still feel that it is very overpowered in this meta as well. So that is the reason I want to share this team, and I went 12-3 with this team in the Go Battle Day. I think so, I'm not sure, but yeah, I think it's 12-3 only in the Go Battle Day. So I'm not very sure that people are running double grass onto the backline. That might be a bit troublesome, but it is not that very much dominant or prominent in this meta. So that is the reason I am using steel with double water backline. So that was the team comp, and that was the thought process that I had while making this team up. And without further more delay, let's get into the battles and check out how this team performed during the Go Battle days. So now hopping into the first battle, and I want to share this battle with you guys because I want to show that the mistake I did, which is this one. So I swapped out into a Jellicent with their Quagsire over here. So Quagsire is kind of a really troublesome Pokemon along with Jellicent because it is having access to nukes like Stone Edge and Earthquake, which is not that great. So this is the mistake that I did. So I want to share this thing with you guys so that you don't get stuck in this matchup. So this is the reason I have to shield up the next Stone Edge rather, which will be enough to get the knockout for me because I'm quite low. And this is the second mistake I did because I went for the Bubble Beam over here. I thought that I could easily farm down, but I could not. To which now I have to get switch and I have to farm it down. To which, let's see, I am down 2 shields, and let's see what they comes back with. So they comes back with their own Ferrothorn, and I have to come back with my own Melmetal as well, to which now they swaps out into their Mud Boy. So this is the third mistake I did, giving up switch rather not taking it, which is not. I thought that they had only one counter for my Jellicent, but they are actually running double Mud Boy, which I could not anticipate correctly. So this is the first loss which I deliberately put in the video because I want to share this thing with you. To which now I think I'll be coming back with my own Swampert over here, or maybe no, with my own Jellicent over here to soak up some of the charge moves or some of the energy from this Whiscash over here, and they went for the Mud Bomb. But to which I recognize my fate that I don't have any win con in this battle, and I top left the game over here. To which now I move into the second battle, which I pick up a tough lead against the Gastrodon. And this, since it is not a very great matchup against Gastrodon, I'll be safe swapping into my own Jellicent, to which I lure out a Ferrothorn. So this is really great. This is what I have planned for, because now they will be going for a move which is going to be Acid Spray, which is not I did anticipate, but recommended moveset is Power Whip along with Thunder. So Acid Spray is kind of not a great move of what I meant to say. To which now they'll be going for the power whip, and I'm happy to let it go because from this kind of range I can come back with my own Melmetal, to which I can load up a huge lot of energy with this. And they went for the acid speed once again, and let's see what my opponent does have onto their mind. So this is going to be the first superpower which if goes unshielded will be taking out the Ferrothorn, and this is really great. To which now I again swap back into my Swampert over here because my defense was lowered. I don't want to stay in that matchup of Melmetal and the Gastrodon. To which Swampert is a really great response along with the shadow damage with the shadow bonus damage along with shield advantage with to this Carmody over here, because 2 Hydro Cannons will be enough to get the knockout for this Carmody over here. As you guys can see, 1 Hydro Cannon does put it really low, and I'll be charging up a bit of extra energy and I'll be going for the next Hydro Cannon, which will be enough to get the knockout, which I'm quite sure. And now let's see, now they comes back with their own with their own Gastrodon over here, to which I will be going for the first Hydro Cannon, and it was a CMP type, which is really great for me because now they are energy dry. To which now I'll be coming back with my own Melmetal and going for the superpower, which will be neutral and enough to get the knockout for this Gastrodon, and will be enough to get the win for the second battle here as well, which is really nice for me. So hard lead loss, but still I managed to win because of the matchup. To which now I come back into the third battle, to which I again got a hard lead loss with Lucario, to which I safe swapped into my own Jellicent and I lured out a potential Razor Leaf user or a grass type user, which is going to be Ludicolo, which is really nice for me because now from this kind of range I can come back with my own Melmetal over here and I can load up on energy because I have access to Thunderbolt, which does hit for neutral damage in this scenario as well, which is really nice for me. To which I actually built up to 100 energy, and then I'll be going for the Thunderbolt. So this Thunderbolt I do have to undercharge over here because then I have to farm it down for a huge lot of energy, which I did perfectly, and they throws over here. So this is going to be the next energy ball, which will be enough to get the knockout because I am quite low, and let's see what my opponent does over here. So they comes back with their own Lucario, to which I will be going for the first superpower, which does get the shield, and I'll be banking the energy onto my Melmetal, and they comes back with their Jellicent because I swapped again into my Swampert over here. So this is really a great matchup for me because I'll be going for the neutral Earthquake over here, which does so much damage, like 80-85% damage to this Jellicent over here. And now I let the charge move go through because I'm quite sure that they cannot farm me down for the hexes, to which I load up to back-to-back superpowers, I think, which will be enough to get the knockout for this Lucario as well, and indeed getting the win for the third battle here as well. So again it was a lead loss, but I did manage to come back, to which now I come now I'll be again it was a lead loss for me because as you guys can see, my Melmetal went up against the Lucario, and this is not the same battle, to which I actually safe swapped into my Jellicent, to which they again comes back with their Ludicolo, to which I'll be going for the first Bubble Beam this time and the next Shadow Ball again. So I went for the first Bubble Beam because I want to get a bit of lower damage onto the consecutive Razor Leaves, so that is the reason I went for the Shadow Ball the next time, to which now I'll be coming back with my own Melmetal and I'll be going for the Heart Farm. And let's see, they again comes back with their Lucario over here. So for Lucario I'll be going for the superpower, which will be enough to get the first shield from my opponent, and I do have to immediately save again, swap back into my own Swampert over here. So after loading up a bit of extra energy, they goes into their own Swampert, and let's see, they shield up the potential Earthquake over here from my end, and they will be going for the Hydro Cannon this time. So Hydro Cannon from this kind of range will be enough to get the knockout for me as well, because my Swampert is kind of low as well. To which I will be putting up back-to-back shields onto this Hydro Cannon. I'll be going for a bit of extra energy, and then I'll be going for the Hydro Cannon. So this Hydro Cannon will be enough to get the damage, I believe barely enough, but I can easily get the farm down. But I'm happy that I did not farm it down, because now this is the Hydro Cannon which will be taking me out, and now I can come back with my Melmetal, get a bit of extra damage, but now this time I lose Swampert. To which they will be going for the Power of Punch, which will not be enough to get the knockout for my Melmetal. To which I'll be going for the next superpower, which will be enough to get the knockout for this Lucario, and indeed getting the win for the 4th battle here as well. So really great game, GG's to my opponent. Moving into the next battle, I pick up yet again a bad lead against this Lucario, and I safe swapped into my Jellicent, and I lured out a potential grass type user, which is going to be the Ferrothorn this time. So this time I'll be going for the Shadow Ball once again, and now I will be opting for the Force Shield from my end. So this matchup I did play a bit differently, because now from this kind of range I'll be going for the Bubble Beam Shield bait, which I think they did shield over here, which is really nice, because now from this range, since they are debuffed, I will be able to get to one more Shadow Ball from that kind of range, which will be enough to get the knockout, or rather get the final shield from my opponent's end, which will be really nice. So now this is going to be the next Shadow Ball, which indeed gets the final shield from my opponent, and I'll be coming back with my own Melmetal over here. So since the Ferrothorn is really low, I will be going for the Heart Farm, but now they safe swapped into their own Lucario, which I was quite anticipating, and I immediately again switch into my Swampert. So for Swampert, it is really a great matchup for me, because one Hydro Cannon does take the Lucario out from almost full health, but now since they were quite low because they took some damage, that is the reason I will be going for the next Hydro Cannon, back-to-back Hydro Cannons, and they comes back with their own which is going to be a Vaporeon over here, which is really nice and spicy because it's a shiny version as well. To which now they will be going for the back-to-back Aqua Tails, but they tried to catch a Thunderbolt onto their own Ferrothorn, but I did hold on to energy. To which I'll be going for the first superpower this time, and now the next Thunderbolt when they comes back with their own Vaporeon, which will be enough to get the knockout and indeed getting the win for the 4th battle here as well, which is really nice for this team. Bigger part in the 5th battle. So as you guys can see, so I went up on a 4-1 victory, a 4-1 set rather, with this team, and all the matchups was actually hard lead losses. So I met with 3 to 4 Lucario matchups, 3 Lucario matchups, and 1 Gastrodon matchup. So let's see what my opponent, what this team can do in the bonus battle over here. To which now I'll be hopping into the next battle over here, and now I do bait out. I will be I think this was a misstep onto the Swampert over here, but Swampert can easily handle this Escavalier that jumped in, which is really nice for me, because Swampert will be outpacing the Escavalier to the Hydro Cannons, which does indeed get the both the shields from my opponent's end, which is really nice for me. And Swampert safe swap also does work out, because anyway we can still go lure out the potential grass type user. To which now I'll be, since they came back with their own Jellicent over here, I'll be going for the Shadow Ball this time, and I'll be safe swapping, swapping back again into my Melmetal over here. So for Melmetal, one Shadow Ball does not take me out, but I can easily get the farm down with it. To which, since I have a shield advantage onto this scenario, I will be going for the next Thunderbolt over here, which will be, I think, enough to get the knockout for this Escavalier over here. And let's see what my opponent does have onto their backline. To which they have their own Ferrothorn over here, to which I'll be going for the back-to-back superpowers over here, which I think after the debuff as well will be enough to get the knockout, because Melmetal is kind of attack weighted in this scenario as well. Yeah, which is enough to get the knockout and indeed get the win for the 6th battle, which is going to be the bonus battle for this video. So now moving into the next matchup, I pick up yet again a bad lead against this Registeel over here. So for Registeel, I will be letting them throw first because I have to shield up over here, because either they want to go for the Zap Cannon, which is fine, and rather they can go for the potential Focus Blast, which will do one shot over here. To which I will be going for the next superpower, which will be enough to get the 4 shield from my opponent's end as well. And now I'll be going for the back-to-back superpowers, because since I am quite debuffed, like triple debuffed, so they will be letting the next 3rd superpower go through, to which I'll be coming back with my Swampert and I'll be letting them hit with a Zap Cannon, which does lower my attack as well. But since I'm Shadow variant, they comes back with their own Jellicent, and I land the Earthquake over here, which does 70% of its health. To which now they bubble beamed me over here, which I'm not sure if it is the correct scenario, because they should have went for the Shadow Wall damage and knocked my Swampert out. To which I'll be going for the next Hydro Cannon, which will not be enough because I am double debuffed this time, once from the Bubble Beam and once from the Zap Cannon. To which I now come back with my own Melmetal over here and farm down the Jellicent, to which they comes back with their Swampert. So this is not looking great, because I do have I did not get the correct alignment over here, to which I'll be going for the back-to-back superpowers over here, which will be getting the final shield and a bit of chip damage onto this Swampert over here. And they goes for the Hydro Cannon, but since I was quite debuffed this time, it will be enough to get the knockout for my Melmetal. And now from this kind of range, I was quite sure that they are dry on energy, and that is the reason I come back with my own Swampert and I get the knockout with the Hydro Cannon, to which I do outpace the Registeel, which does come back in to the next Hydro Cannon, which does ensures the knockout for the Registeel and indeed getting the win for the final battle of the video as well. And so that will be all for this video, and this team worked out really well for me. So see you again in the next one. Till then, peace.